I believe we are live. Hi, Radu. Hi, Catherine. Let me just open everything up on my end, make sure everything is connected, and we will go from there. How's everyone doing tonight? On my app, it says I am not yet live. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see the game? Oh, YouTube and all the issues. Okay, now I see we are live. Just give me 1 second. I am in it's live. Radu, you can hear it? Okay, awesome. So let's get the ball rolling. So we've got team upper left versus team lower right. Hopefully everyone is doing nice and well tonight. Radu, in your case, very, very late at night. And yeah, let's take a look at the teams. Turs in green as the Sicilians, in his pocket Saps as the Mongols in yellow. A Bunzuhald as the Italians in orange, already sending a scout to his teammate. And his teammate is no other than Mihai, playing as the Chinese in blue. Opposite of him, you've got Rooster playing as the Khmer. The Kamai. ACCM is the Portuguese in purple in his pocket. Edgar Davis as the Huns in gray. And last but not least, El Matador playing as the Turks in red. So you've got the Turks facing off against the Sicilians, extra armor against extra powerful gunpowder. And then on the other side, we've got Chinese taking on Kamai. Okay, we'll see how Mihai plays the Chinese. Pretty versatile civilization, lots of various options. Needless you, yeah, nice to see you. Awesome, Radu. Glad you could take a bit of a break. Hi, Daniel. Let's take a look at the map because it looks pretty damn gross for Teal, for Rooster. He's got a big clearing just north of his base with 1, 2, 3, 4 attack paths. And apparently a little bit of a scout action happening here on this hill. Keep an eye on this. Yeah, Radu, I was gonna say, Mihai finally, you always ask about him. Now he's finally here. To the north, a bit of a simpler map between green and red, and the players saying, okay, you know what, let's just agree to disagree. And red doesn't really have any super forward resources that are in jeopardy here, except for this pile of stone, but that's okay. He's got additional stone to the back, so he's not too unhappy about taking this. If you can place a castle or infrastructure here to fight 2 avenues of attack, much better than walling off here. Now green is gonna have to pick which avenue he wants to attack into. Neutral relic. I'm surprised they're not fighting over this this relic. What happened here? The snow leopard? No, he's just sending villagers now. They do have loom, so forget the snow leopard. Hi, Steven. And let's see what's happening around the map. Has anyone snuck anything into the rear of anything? We've got a couple of geese. It looks like... All right, El Matador tried. Oh, look at that. He tried to get something going here. There's the villager, the back of the villager, and it looks like the boar ultimately did get him. So it looks like he tried to lane the boar, and then the boar got him. So Mother Nature fights back. Purple turkey becomes orange yet again, and a Bunzuhald gets his food back as ACCM now runs away. So he had a scout in enemy territory, but no more. Yeah, Mihai, high hopes for Mihai. I think he's appearing in a few games tonight, if I'm not mistaken, from what I saw. Pushing double Ibex is our Turk. Okay, looks like we've got an attempt at a 3-boar pull here by Edgar Davids. Let's see how well he does. He's not too close, not too far from his town center. Okay, so far a pretty perfect pull, and it's got to be perfect. He doesn't have a loom, So he can't really take very many tusk attacks to the butt with that one villager. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Drop a line, say hello. We hit 8,000 subscribers earlier this week during a live stream. Ooh, killing 2 geese at the same time that you're pulling 3 boars? Not the most efficient for our Hun, who has how many villagers here? Only 14 villagers. That's 3 boars, 2 geese with 14 villagers. So that's going to be a decent amount of decay. And now it looks like, ooh, hoo, hoo, Rooster, where are you going? Okay, got to notice that you're under attack here. Hi, Corey. Steven, I am doing quite well. Put the baby to sleep. Cried a little bit. Think he's teething a little. And so now he's finally asleep again, which means I get to sit here and watch video games. Who the hell can complain about that? Hi, Barty. Thank you, Needless to You. It was a big, yeah, Catherine, exactly. It was during the Wednesday stream when I did the Rage Forest 5 Captains show match. Ooh, where are you going, Mr. Mongol? Interesting. He hasn't seen the Khmer wall off, but he instinctively knows that he wants to do it a little bit closer to home. Not anything valuable in this corridor anyway. No additional boars, no additional anything. These 2 geese continue to just hang out, lamed as they are. Oh, thank you, Sean. Yeah, it was like a last minute kind of stream. I figured, hey, they played Rage Forest. Wait a second, now he's going back for more? Uh-oh, now the villager's in trouble, and she dies. And so the boars with their ADHD can't take it and turn around and go back home. 13 villagers now gathering food as a few players start entering Feudal. Dukang, nice to see you. Oh, there you go. The blacksmith market quick castle for our Hun. As now our Portuguese attempts. A 3 boar pull here. Oh yeah, Catherine, the games were incredible. They were so much fun. So many onagers. So many pancakes. So many dead units. And it was just a lot of fun. It was 8 of the, I think, I always tell myself, before you live stream, go and take a look at the Rage Forest 5 tournament on Liquipedia and see how many teams there are. I think there are 15, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, a few of these Khmer scout units are in here. Hi, AC Dragon Rider. You guys like the trees, huh? These birch. They are quite pretty. I like the color. Rage Forest 5, the maps are fantastic. I love the Arabia map. Yeah, the boars do get... Oh, AC Dragon Rider, go look at game number 1. Actually, go look at all 3. Slam had 3 civilizations, each with siege onagers, and they were pretty good. The first, I think, Sicilian, which is nothing special. Then he had the Koreans with the 10 range, and then he had the Celts. And he got a good amount of pancakes with those. Okay, does manage to pull them now. Villagers. Oh, what a beautiful boar pull here. All 3 underneath the town center. Perfect placement for that new drop-off food command. Ooh, Catherine, what are you reading? We're all very curious. Uh-oh. Looks like a donjon has punctured its way into the Turkish base, and our Turk finds himself Arabia style, having to wall himself in. Hey, Brandon. Oi, oi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. A defensive market? Could be. I'm not too sure why he's building these structures here. Mihai has compartmentalized himself. So the Romanian says, I don't want your help, and I don't want to give any help. Let me just get up to something? I don't know. We'll find out. He's still in Feudal. Doesn't have any other resources. Never mind, he is going up the castle. I looked at his resources right as he spent them. Of course I did. Heir of Fire of the Throne of Glass series. I haven't heard of that series, but that definitely sounds like a fantasy series. I am quite well, Brandon, actually. Looking forward to 3, maybe even 4 games. We'll see how long I last. You know, it's... When I was in my 20s, I remember being... somebody once told me, and they were like middle-aged. I think it was I forget who it was. I think a teacher in school. And they told me, Isaac, you know, when you're in your 50s and you look at yourself in the mirror, in your mind, you're still 18. But your body is like, no, you're not. What do you mean you didn't get 8 hours of sleep? You're going to be exhausted today. By the way, do I see an outline of a sergeant? Yes, I do. And now at the age of 41, I can very much tell you that that is the case. In my mind, I still think I'm 18, and so some days I'll go to bed at like 1 in the morning. And then when I have to wake up for the baby at 7, at 8 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, 5 a couple of nights ago, when we take shifts, man, oh man, does it hurt. So, I think we have 3 games minimum tonight, and then maybe a 4th. We'll see how long I I last. Oh, Catherine, fantasy is my favorite genre. I grew up reading nothing but fantasy, and then expanded into a bit of history. So let's see what's going on around the map, because as much as our Sicilian has pushed into here, like I said, there's only this main pile of stone. And so, aside from that, there's a lot of space for infrastructure, but there's nothing really else here that our Turk really needs defending. And in a little bit meaning 5 seconds, he is going to be in Castle Age. The last of the people. Oh, is he going to try to trap the sergeant? Is Green going to chase? Oh, he chases a little bit too slowly. Might have wanted to let him in, actually, get the town center to kill that sergeant. Purple, what are you sending here? What's going on with this knight? Not too sure where this orange knight, maybe he wanted to go help Mihai, but Mihai, as we saw, has full Howard Hughes himself. He wants nothing. Team game be damned. I am here on my own, and I'm going to crush it on my own. Not too sure about drinking his own urine, but we'll see how far Mihai takes this isolation. Oh, mid-30s. Mid-30s is a good time. Oh, yeah, it is in the shape of an L. Oh my god, Richard, I saw, speaking of Disney World, I saw a funny video today on YouTube of apparently there's like a dating website for people who are into Disney. And it matches them based on, like, are you a Darth Vader or are you a Princess Leia? Are you a Luke Skywalker or are you a, I don't know, Darth Maul? What's your favorite droid from Star Wars? Oh, 18 is good, as a good age. Villager does die. Knight is not fast enough to save it here. This Kamai scout, there used to be 4, now there's 2 left. This one's got 0 kills. This one's got just the 1 villager. Sees another one popping out, so he knows that that villager is heading this way to do what? More and more wall-offs. Prefer Bandy. What is Bandy? Brandon, are you, I'm assuming that's some kind of Australian slang? Oh, Daniel, don't get me started on Michael Crichton. I was on a Michael Crichton tear in high school. I read every single Michael Crichton novel, including his non-weird ones. And then I read the last one he did. I forget, what the hell was it called? The one with the eco-terrorists, and it was just terrible. I didn't like it at all. Kind of like with Dan Brown. I kind of liked his novels until he wrote the last one, and then I was like, eh. But Michael Crichton, holy moly. What a fantastic author. Rest in peace. Oh, Brandy. Okay. I thought it's some kind of Oh, you're from the UK. Okay, sorry about that. Based on that first flag, what is that, Scotland? Is that St. James? Bjorn, there is a Viper game, but not this one's. Nah, not this one for now. Okay, 24 minutes into the game, we've got two Imperials, our Turk and our Chinese. Our Chinese is doing what? Chukanu Trebuchet, can't be too upset about that. Our Turk has got nothing. He has fast castle to fast Imperial, as the Turks like to do. But beyond that, he's got... Okay, he's going bombard cannons. Oh yeah, I don't know why the Viper is not in the Rage Forest 5 tournament. Tukang, I am 41 years old. Yeah, I'm very excited to see Chukanus. For now, they're healing up inside the castle. They took on a few of these Scorpions. By the way, Khmer Scorpions are no joke with their extra range. 9 range on a fully upgraded one. That is not a battle a Chukanu wants to take with its shitty range of 6 right now. Soon to be 7 with Bracer. But 7 range against even 8. But maxed out 9 is not a good time for that Chukanu. Although remember, it does deal melee damage. Although, now that I think about it, Scorpions actually come with melee armor now, right? When they go into heavies, they actually come with 1 melee armor. Does that protect them from Chukanus? I think it does. That's going to be very interesting to see. Donjon, the original Donjon, is falling apart as our Turk reclaims the L-shaped stone. Pushes out yet again. I knew it was... Oh, what was that? Oh, it's St. George Cross. Okay, sorry. I always confuse St. George and St. James. It's the combination of the two that makes the UK flag, right? The plus sign and the X to make it simple. Uh-oh. Mihaya's castle dropping. Ah, thank you so much, Bjorn. And I'm a big fan of your name. Richard, there's a lonely relic in the far left clearing. You mean this one? I think you're looking at a snow leopard. Unless you mean this relic. Okay, all of a sudden action erupting. Our Kamai is getting pressed into, generally not really needing any structures to go up to the next stage. Makes them hit Castle and Imperial a little bit quicker. But he's still 2 minutes 45 seconds away. His teammate ACCM, our Portuguese, desperately putting down a castle, some siege. But the Italian is here as well. Has Blue cleared up? Okay, so Blue has cleared up his infrastructure, his blockade. And oh, mamma mia, we are getting condottieri. That is going to be deadly for our Portuguese if he goes Gunpowder. Condottieri come with an attack bonus against Gunpowder. And then if that's not enough, they have special armor against Gunpowder. So that's a 20 HP swing. They deal 20 HP, 10 HP extra, and then they take 10 HP less damage. But it looks like our Portuguese forget the Gunpowder. He's going Arbalests. Let's see what's going on to the north. Bit of a stalemate. Our Mongol has added in some Mangudai. What are their upgrades like? Very close to being fully upgraded. Not quite yet. Turk versus Mongol should be a fun battle. Sicilian, what are you doing? Nothing. You have just a bunch of villagers. Pavice for the condottieri, I'm assuming. I don't see any foot archers or Genoese crossbows out of our Italian. Catherine, have a fantastic night. Enjoy your book. I said your name perfectly. Bjorn, well, I did live in Norway for 7 months in 2004. So I am quite the expert in Nordic languages. I'm just kidding. Every time I tried to speak Norwegian with someone in Oslo, they just looked at me and laughed. And then just went, English? English? Radu wants revenge. Mihai is very far away from the Turks, by the way. Oh, here we go. We've got Paladins from our Hun. He just needs Blast Furnace in 18 seconds. These are going to be fully upgraded. I'm not too sure Mangudai are going to be able to handle this, even if they go Elite. I know, Sean, I get so upset. The Genoese crossbow, the Ninja Turtle, it's such an awesome unit. but it really only makes sense if there's mounted units on the field, because otherwise the range is shorter than an arbalest, and so it doesn't really help. But if there's mounted units on the field, oh man, is it a deadly unit. Oh, condottieri are raiding. He just snuck on by. That cost him a lot of dead condottieri to get there. Clearing up walls is our Turk, the Mangudai. They want to snipe these BBCs. They're running in here. Bit of a blockade. Let's see if they can get any. No, never mind. They're going after... Did he just attack the wall? Okay, didn't even manage to attack the Treb. I've heard good things about the Viking TV show. Oh yeah, this is not a fight the Mangudai want to take. You don't want to take on fully upgraded frickin' paladins. Even ones as generic as the Hun. How many Mangudai are there here? Only 25. You gotta back away. Oh, never mind. He's going for the snipes. He's going for that siege attack bonus. Gets one. What is our Sicilian doing to help? He is going knights in 16 seconds. Cavalier. Mihai. 2 castles from 2 teammates are enough to kill the Kamai in his base. Has he escaped? Yeah, he's got a castle villager, so Teal is going to escape, but he's going to put a lot of pressure on ACCM, who's going to try to hold this with arbalests and bombard cannons of his own. Now, Portuguese bombard cannons are ridiculous, and Portuguese gunpowder, period, with that arquebus upgrade, are just freaking ridiculous. And everyone's an Imperial, so I'm assuming we're going to get to see arquebus. You're only playing Turks on Arena. What are you doing? Fast Imperial? Yellow wants this gold. Why the hell not? It's in his base. And here we go. Tell me he's got Hauberk. He does not have Hauberk. He does not have anything. He doesn't even have iron casting for now, but there is a choke point. So the better paladin is not really going to get to shine. There's a lot of Sicilian cavaliers here. Look at how cool and calm these 3 villagers are in the face of a major battle happening just north of them. Team lower right is just, yeah, overwhelming this. They've got the better units. I mean, the Mangudai firing speed, never underestimate that, but you're taking on a paladin with 7 pierce armor with your 12 attack. That being said, the 2 castles are pretty much helping out significantly, and that was a... I did not think they would be able to hold it that easily, but I did not factor in the castle. This one's 5 kills. Actually, never mind. This one has 0 kills. Let's see what's going on. They've kicked the Khmer out of his base, and since then, now they're pivoting to the north. ACCM pivots as well. Condottieri, 5 pierce armor. Thank you, Pavice. Ooh, ACCM has to move his units, otherwise they're going to clump and get bombarded to death. Alejandro, nice to see you. Mike, hello, hello. Let's see how ACCM can hold this. The attack rounds missed an opportunity to kill so many of these arbalests. Now the arbalests, oh, there we go. There's a good attack round. 13 range, 12 range. Let's pivot back north and see how our Turkish Hun incursion is doing. Looks like the Mangudai numbers are completely been decimated. There's only 8 left on the front lines, but our Hun, for some inexplicable reason, is adding in light cav. Oh, the inexplicable reason being that he's broke as a joke. Our Chinese is getting heavy scorpions. Did he get rocketry? Yes, he did. These scorpions are gonna pack a frickin' punch. What is Teal doing, by the way, to reassemble himself like a Terminator? He's going, okay, so he's spamming Hussars as the Kamai are able to do, not having to drop off any food at anywhere. And so he's gonna start spamming Kamai. Looks like his villagers here finally got cleaned up. These ones are still alive, but a few condottieri, they're not gonna be alive much longer. So everyone is running low on resources by the mixing in of a bunch of light cav paladins pushing in through the south. Our Sicilian is pushing in through the north. Ooh, I love the movement out of Turs. Get right inside of that red cannon death ball. Oh, but the Hun is too powerful. What's the Mongol doing? Man, the Mangudai is not designed to take on paladins or heavy cavalry, period. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Mihai too smart, too prepared. I thought there was going to be a run by here. Look at the attack on the Scorpion. 21. The Chukanu, 14 on an archer unit. Oh yeah, Radu, rocketry adds +2 attack to the Chukanu and +4 attack to the Scorpion, who I was right. Yeah, now comes with melee armor, which basically means the Chukanu's kind of screwed against the new age Scorpion. Oh, Hunnic Paladin. He is chasing some of these Mongol pikemen. Hey guys, turn around. Turn around. Come on, don't let the castle finish the job. Okay. I think the castle, yeah, the castle's gonna finish the job. What's going on? Our Mongol needs to mix something in. More pikemen, camels, something. Our Sicilian. Ooh, nice castle. Should save his villagers for the time being until these... Oh, look at that. Our Turk doesn't have artillery either. So his bombers are stuck at 14 range. And purple teal, hold on. Amazing. Triple, quadruple wall off and bombard towers to the north means that the battle is firmly going to be taking place to the south. Fully upgraded condottieri. Come on, Chukanu. Fully upgraded Chukanu. So stalemate to the south, but team lower right is pushing into the north. Oh, there's going to be a lot of dead villagers. But there's a castle here now, which means the Chukanus need to go this way to help their teammates. Pikemen are going to melt. At least delete your lumber camp so that you can go to the left here, but now he's chasing into a castle. Okay. I mean, I guess they're just pikemen, but still. Blue is pinging over here. Why? Does he want to engage? Trebs. Bombard cannons. Looks like a whole bunch of dead Portuguese units, a whole bunch of dead Chinese units, and the Hussars are going after the Scorpions. Fantastic move out of Rooster here. No, never mind. He's going after the Trebs. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? No! That's what happens when you only have forging. He needs his upgrades. Bombard cannon bites the dust as well. Okay, so I don't see any amazing breakthrough for either team here to the south. Let's take a look to the north, where our Mangudai continue to be pressed in by this one castle. And because of that one castle, he's not really able to do much. Bombards are basically now what? Enough to one-shot a structure? Ooh, almost. Just one more bombard. And the hand cannoneers are going to clean up whatever is left. And the Mangudai... I mean, come on, delete your own lumber camp. It's stopping you. But he's brought his Treb forward. To the south. The dance continues. I mean, ACCM's attack rounds are fantastic so far. 41 kills, 4 of them friendly fire. Look at this one baller condottiero just saying, come at me, bro. And they come at him, and he, of course, immediately dies. Looks like... Oh, there's not 25 now. Now there's 32. Pikemen as well, but the pikemen are going to get destroyed by these Turkish hand cannoneers. 68 of them. I mean, Mangudai are fantastic. They're such a fun unit, but I don't think they're built for this. Maybe if it was just a hand cannoneer with its worse range, but I don't know that they're going to be able to hold on to this, especially since green isn't really helping out. Where the hell are his units? Okay, they are moving forward with a few halberdiers, 16 of them. Upgrades wise, no armor, fully attack upgraded. I mean, this Hunnic meat shield is doing exactly what it needs to do so that the Turk can absolutely obliterate. 121 kills on these guys. How much on the bombards? 50 kills on the bombards. To the south. Oh, I said I don't expect any battle to the north. Then, of course, they pivot to the north. Trebs are taking out the bombard towers. Condottiero versus Hussar. Let's take a look at the attack, actually. I mean, look at the attack. Look at the armor. The Condottiero takes his hands down. I think. Radu is hoping, praying for Team Mihai. Well, yeah, I mean, at some point this map turns into Arabia. There's no way around it. Oh no, oh no. That was very risky. Why is our Mongol not mixing in any siege whatsoever? Does he even have a siege workshop? No. What the hell is our Mongol doing? A few well-placed onager shots and these Turkish hand cannoneers are freaking dunzo. He still doesn't have iron forging. Our Hussar, which means he only gets one of the Trebs. We're getting atheism for our... Okay. Bye-bye relic gold. When does Rage Forest start? I think, ooh, good golly. I think I am mid to end of June. But again, don't quote me. I should know these things, you know, as an Age of Empires caster. I should probably know when the games I'm casting are on. By the way, holy moly, 95 halberdiers. This is quite the frickin' meat shield. So, bye-bye, Hunnic army. And the Mangdai are just cleaning up whatever little band of stragglers they can. He's going after the bombard cannons or the Trebs. What is he going after with these Mangdai? Look at the mobility. Attack rounds, fantastic out of El Matador. And then the Paladins clean up the rest. What a beautiful hold. I mean, for the Turk, the Hun lost his entire army there. That was beautiful. Yeah, Richard, it does two things. The first is the relic gold, I think, gets cut in half. The speed of the relic gold generation or gathering, whatever the term is, it gets cut in half. And then I think wonder victories take twice as long, if I'm not mistaken. I am getting old and forgetful. Yeah, thank you, Needless You. I am terrible at this. Yeah, if you're watching, lurking in the background, or even commenting, do hit that like button. I mean, this is definitely an interesting way for our Sicilian to help. The problem is there's only 20 Mangdai. If there were 30, 40 Mangdai, this would be a lot better. Because they would just snipe the... Oh, they are sniping the hand cannoneers all the live long day, but there's not enough of them. By the way, what's happening here? Okay, they've cleaned up some houses. To the north. Now the south is completely dead, which is why ACCM is moving out here with a tower push. And he's going to catch the Trebs from... Uh-oh. Blue Trebs, be careful. He's going after the castle first. Not too sure he should. Our Chinese brings more onagers forward. His Scorpions are going to get overrun. Tell me he's got some better upgrades. Finally, our Khmer has iron casting. Look at his food count. He needs more gold. Castle down. Oh, but the onagers are here. ACCM is not paying attention. Or maybe he is. The onagers are taking care of business here. They've got all but 3 of the BBCs. Road Rash, nice to see you. And yes, you did. Right in the middle of game number 1. Or I don't know about the middle. 57 minutes in. I mean, these Mangudai are just taking absolute balls to the face way too frequently. Kill count on these guys, 101. It was 50 a few minutes ago. Attack to the south continues. There's just enough arbalests to protect against a few random hussars. But the real battle is here to the north. How many kills on the arbalests, by the way? They've been around for a long time. 118. We've got a lot of little clumps of very long-lasting units here. Tenchi, hello, hello. The number next to the eco pop, I think that's idle villagers. Rather, that is an interesting theory. Any more midweek streams? Look, if I had my way, I would be streaming every frickin' day. And like I said on Wednesday, I'm going to be getting my software up and running very, very soon so that I can actually try to do that both here and on Twitch. Because apparently, as awesome as YouTube is, as fun as I'm having with it, the vast majority of Age of Empires content in terms of streaming still takes place on Twitch. But Twitch, you need a different kind of mindset and different software. You need like transitions and screens and holding whatever. I don't even know what they're called. I have no clue. So I'm slowly making my way around it. My goal, as as unrealistic as it might be, is to have all my software in line for Warlords, which I think starts in a few weeks. No, Road Rash, the way that tournament works is there are captains and they choose their teams. Oh, there are captains who choose teams of 5 players. And then I believe the 4 of them play. Oh, well, look at that. So the live stream on Wednesday was 8 of those captains. Like you know, like in school when you had dodgeball or baseball or any kind of 1v1 sport. You have captains and then they select their players. Wow. Well, that was not a surprise to anybody. Even though Mihai put up a strong fight here. So sorry, Radu. But Mihai put up a very strong fight. Dislodged the Khmer very early on. But that farming feature is just so powerful. He got his ass back in the game. And now he's going up to 45 Hussars. Fully upgraded, finally. Finally, an hour and 1 minute into the game, they are fully upgraded. At the same time, this Bombard Tower push from the Turk, the Bombard Tower push from the Portuguese, these are the last civilizations you want rushing with Bombard Towers. Oh, no, needless you. I'm gonna be trying my best. When I say getting my software in order, I'm gonna be trying my best so I can live stream on both platforms at once. And so that should hopefully, so you'll be able, I don't think you'll need to go to Twitch. That being said, I mean, I have these big goals, but I'm a very slow old man to move around. Biggest donor is our Italian, biggest recipient is our Khmer. They are not on the same team, are they not? No, they're not on the same team. Yeah, okay, never mind. Most kills our Turk with those bombards and those hand how many kills did those hand cannons have at the end of the day? 240 kills. That's ridiculous. How long have these hand cannoneers been alive? Wow, and I'm assuming the bombards are still, yeah, around 122. Oh, Daniel, how old is Gerard? Ooh, Sean, that is a very interesting question. That is a very interesting question. That is a spirit of the law question for him to generate a bunch of mathematical equations and formulas. Thanks, Road Rash. Yeah, I'm very happy with the growth. We hit 8,000 subscribers on Wednesday during the live stream, which was awesome. Needless likes the poll bonus. Yeah, it's hard to say because getting 8% of a farm immediately is such a big boost, but not having to have your villager walk all the way here and then all the way back does save you a lot of time. Actually, maybe one game we'll see where we have polls and Khmer together, and then we'll be able to see. Actually, you guys wanted to see, somebody asked about the Viper. Let's see a Viper game. Ooh, and Saracens as well. Maybe one of these games we'll see one player playing as the Poles, one player as the Khmer, and we can compare how much food income they had. He's 9 years old. Well, Gerard, have a fantastic birthday. Happy birthday. Your father loves you very much. And I hope you grow up to be a lover of Age of Empires. I don't know what else to say. But Gerard, have a happy birthday. I hope you celebrate it nicely. I hope your day goes very well. I hope you get lots and lots of presents and lots of delicious food. Because that's what I, 32 years older than you, would want for my birthday. Lots of presents, lots of food, and lots of fun times. Let's take a look at the teams. Now we've got Team South with the Viper. And by the way, Daniel, true story. When I moved to Toronto, right after finishing school, and I was articling at the in Canada, the United States has the Securities and Exchange Commission that governs all the stock markets and stuff like that. Canada doesn't have a federal, like, one main one. We have provincial ones. Like, each state, each province has its own. So I was articling for that. The street I lived, the first time outside of school I lived on my own was on Gerrard Street East. So that's a nice, interesting coincidence that your son's name is Gerard. Poles are number 1 above Khmer. Okay, well, there you go. I knew Spirit of the Law would have a video like that. That's like right up his alley. Uh-oh, Edelweiss, 3 a.m. Welcome, my friend. Let's take a look. We've got the Viper as the Turks in yellow. In his pocket, target 331 as the Saracens. Turks and Saracens, yike. Saps as the Teutons. Turks, Saracens, Teutons, and Portuguese. I mean, those are some pretty powerful freaking civilizations. But they're not unopposed. It's not a 4 versus 0. We've got the Slavs in red by Raven and blue Cito as the Aztecs. In the other pocket, Mihai back for another game as the Celts. And Samero as the Burgundian. So not exactly lightweights. Ooh, Sean, that's a good question. I think in the tournament they pick civs. They do like a draft. But in these random ranked ladder games that I cast, I don't think they do. I think they go random. Although I wouldn't be surprised if the players pick civ. I don't think there's any like rule against it. There's no like stigma attached to it. Daniel, was that a good shout out? I hope it was. I hope Gerard has an amazing birthday. The hell's this villager going with his giant bow and arrow? Okay, so he's going to collect the sheep because his scout is on the complete other side of the map, escorting this villager who built a house on a dead body. Okay, Pet Cemetery style. And let's take a look at the map. Who's facing off against who? What are the attack paths? We've got the Portuguese against the Burgundians. Okay, I mean, amazing gunpowder units, hand cannoneers that do 25% more damage. And to the west, how sour is this? This isn't Rage Forest. This is Arabia. This is Amazon Tunnel. What the hell is this map? Turks facing off against the Slavs. On a big open field. Okay. I'm assuming with such an open field, we're going to get to see a lot of hussars. Blue saves himself. Where is his scout? Checking things out here. Can he take this scout on? Yeah, he can. 9 HP to 13. I'm glad, Daniel. It was kind of off the cuff, which is, you know, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. Tenchi thinks the Viper is going to put on pressure as the Viper begins walling himself off, but we'll see how long that lasts. Both players walling themselves off to the center. A big, fat, rabbit-shaped forest? Is it time for another game of Age of Empires Rorschach test? What do you guys see here on this ink blot? And how many of you should I be worried about? Doubt wouldn't try to wall that off. What Doubt would do is he would highlight all his villagers. If he had 12, he would leave 2 back home, and then he would send 10 to attack the town center of his opponents. That's what Doubt would do. And then he would hit Feudal at the 35-minute mark of the game. Looks like our Slav is pulling. Speaking of farming bonus, I'm surprised the Slavs aren't one of the top farming bonus with their 15% faster working farmers. Although maybe at the time of the video, they were only stuck at their 10% faster, not 15 as they are now. A drowsy camel. Yeah, exactly. He'd bring his entire economy over. He'd get 0 accomplished. And then somehow, you know, still get paladins out. Although he's the Turks. He'd get heavy camels out pretty darn fast. Uh-oh. They left Citeaux behind enemy lines. Owen Wilson style. A fat Squidward crawling. Actually, that does kind of look like a fat Squidward crawling. I see bunny ears, bunny face, and a morbidly obese rabbit who perhaps has eaten too much Taco Bell, like yours truly, in the last few days. A little bit too much Taco Bell. I think I've consumed, I don't even know what kind of animals. Slavs were 3 below Kamai. Who was better than Slavs? I'm trying to think. I mean, the Sicilians, obviously, their farms are insane. And unless you can see it. Yeah, seriously. I mean, anytime you need to know anything, you just go to Spirit of the Lost channel to the search function on his videos tab. And you will find all of the answers you are looking for. So big shout out to Spirit of the Law, who probably doesn't need my shout out. Oh, Red, you bastard. You Slav, you're laming the food source of the Turk. But the Turk doesn't care. His gold miners are faster. Where are they? Only 3 on gold for the Viper. By the way, our Slav is going to see this going up. And so I'm trying to highlight his line of sight. There we go. So he knows it's going to be a super fast castle from the Viper. What is he doing? He only has the archery range. Oh, no, he has the blacksmith right next to it. Okay, never mind. So he's going to go fast castle. Fast-ish castle. He's got 0 resources. Did he click up? No, he didn't. Okay, never mind. So the Viper's going to go fast castle. Our Slav is firmly stuck in feudal age. So not great news for Red. A saber-toothed tortoise. I mean, are these the teeth? Could be, yeah. This is like the turtle shell. There you go. I'm glad no one in the chat is like, a dead body. A body that I killed and dumped in the trash. Then I would be a little bit concerned about who's watching these streams. But so far we have adorable things like turtles and Squidward. Fat Squidward, a rabbit. Two eagles are poking at this palisade, which is all that stands between them and these villagers. Who, by the way, Saracen is now in castle age. Did he spend his stone to do it? Yeah, he spent 100 of his stone. Tenchi also sees the turtle. Tenchi, we have to ask you, when you see the turtle, are you seeing it sober? Or are you psilocybining it tonight? If the Sabretooth was wearing a hat, a little fedora. Sorry, guys. I know you're here to watch Age of Empires Rage Forest, and I keep just panning back to this silly blob of a forest. But, you know, I mean, you gotta expect that at this point. Okay, Sean has the stats. Let's see. Aztec? Why? Because they carry 3 extra from the beginning of the game? Mayan do last 15% longer. Slav, Roman. Oh, from worst to best. Okay, so Sicilians obviously have the best farms. By the way, Sicilians with a Chinese teammate are the best farms because the Chinese farm seed with 10% more food. So not only do you get almost double the extra food, then on top of that you get another 10%, which is ridiculous. You're good at hiding your skeletons in the closet. Oh my goodness. Sicilians, Chinese. I'm surprised about Berbers, but you know, I guess at the time they were still moving 10% faster in Dark Age. Poles, Khmer. Oh no, never mind. Georgians are there and Romans, so it's really Berbers are better than Georgians? I guess their villagers move 10% automatically. They don't need those fortified churches. Okay, that makes sense. Richard, thanks for joining. Yeah, Tenchi, that's for the best. Sorry, Daniel, I know you're, I don't know if your 9-year-old's watching this. It got real rated R real quick here. Yeah, that's a good call, Tenchi. Let's see what the Viper is doing. He's got his Janissary out. So he's going up against the Slav, which are kind of an infantry civilization if he decides to play them that way. And he's going Janissary. I get it. It gives you a gunpowder unit in the Castle Age, but it doesn't come with any kind of attack bonus against infantry. Oh, hey, Gerard. Nice to see you. Happy birthday, bud. I hope you like Age of Empires like your dad and like the voice that you're hearing on YouTube right now. Oh, Brandon, thank you so much. £4.99 super chat. I see dead people. You know, I never saw that movie. I never saw The Sixth Sense. And it's all because my dumbass brother. Sorry, Gerard, earmuffs. It's all because my silly brother ruined the plot for me right as I was starting to watch the game. There's your brotherly love. And so I was like, what's the point of watching it now if I know exactly how it ends? And it's not like one of those movies like an action, like a crazy action movie or like sci-fi or, you know, whatever. Yeah, it wasn't really worth it. So all of that is to say, thank you so much, Brandon. I appreciate it. And feel free to drop by and oi 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 all the live long day as a fellow. What are we called again? Commonwealther? A former colony of yours? All right, let's see. The Viper, by the way, is very far away from here. From his base, as is Blue. So we've got a bit of an interesting situation where the players are running around. Although I say the players are running around, the Viper's entire army just died. Oh no, he's sending more Janissaries. Eagles are going to absolutely melt to these Janissaries. No real relevant attack bonus. Camel, cavalry, fishing ship, monks, ship, siege. None of that applies. Where is the Viper going? Okay, so he's not really interested in attacking into red at the moment. But red might be interested in attacking into him. Let's see what's going on in the north. A bit of a jumble of buildings here. You found a toonie with the face of King Charles? They've already made those? I didn't know that. Gerard, do you like Age of Empires? I have to ask. I'm gonna put you on the spot on your birthday. Bye-bye, skirmisher, says the Viper. As now the Teuton adds his own Scorpion into the mix. I'm not too sure Scorpion against Eagle Warriors is really going to net him any good results, although they are scouts for now. It's a fantastic quote. A toonie is a $2 coin that we have in Canada. Ooh, missed opportunity to get the monk, by the way. The loonie is a $1 coin. It's called a loonie because it has a loon on the back. The duck, the loon. The toonie, no one knows why it's called the toonie, because it's two loonies, I guess. But on one side is like polar bears and other wildlife from the Arctic, and on the other side is, I guess, the monarch of the time, which I haven't actually seen. Prince Charles, sorry, King Charles. My apologies, King Charles. Although with his health situation, I'm not too sure he's going to be king much longer. Brandon, what's going on with all that stuff? We don't really get that much news here. Canadian toy money. You are absolutely right. Our money isn't worth the paper it's printed on. But to be fair, no real money is worth the paper it's printed on anymore. Thank you, getting off the gold standard. Thank you, Bretton Woods. Bye-bye, Saracen Scorpion. Why are these players, why are the Teutons and the Saracens going Scorpions against Eagles? One civilization has Mamelukes, one has Teutonic Knights, and the Viper is pushing in. You like watching people play? Gerard, honestly, so do I. That's exactly what we're doing. Okay, Eagles are going to slam into the side of target's base here. It looks like now they're finally warriors with a +1/+1. Yeah, loony, toony. It's all nonsense. What is happening here? Red is sending individual crossbows. Each one is bringing along a pet snow leopard. Okay. Why is he going this way? Did he maybe click like here, but then not realize that he was walled off? And so his crossbows have to go the long way around? Because where the hell are they going? They're just getting attacked by these snow leopards. Organ guns are finally going to clear out this infrastructure. They do come with a +2 against infantry. And so against the Eagles, they are a much better choice. Although organ guns do have a minimum range, which means if the Eagles survive the initial volley... Uh-oh. Never mind. Is he going to pop him out of the barracks at the opportune moment? Yeah, exactly. Where the hell are my crossbows? And what the hell are they doing with snow leopards? Look, they made it all the way here. They're definitely on move command. He's definitely walled himself in and then right-clicked here and then didn't realize that that's what he was doing. That's got to be what happened. By the way, pivoting over here showed me that the Viper is castle dropping. I think it's these stone walls that he placed once this palisade went down behind the barracks. And then he forgot about that. Ooh, the Janissaries take a bunch of rocks to the face. Villagers have to get out of here, but there's just one mangonel. The Viper is going to be able to get rid of that. Might want to get rid of that ASAP, though, because remember, Slavic siege units are 15% cheaper. Yeah, Gerard, what's your favorite civilization of the 45? Ooh, our Saracen is going, forget Mamelukes. He's going archer units. Okay. Looks like we've got Custiliers for our Burgundian charge attack fully up and running. There is literally nothing here in the Portuguese base. Okay. Looks like the Eagles have destroyed that entire group of organ guns again. They take one volley to the face, and then the second they close, it's bye-bye organ guns with that minimum range. And I believe the Eagles do have an attack bonus we saw against siege, right? +3. And so the organ gun... Actually, does the organ gun technically have siege armor? Somebody in the chat. Edelweiss. My go-to. I think organ guns have siege armor, right? It's not just gunpowder and unique unit. Nope, the Viper's here. He's about to destroy the OG town center. Actually, not the OG town center. Never mind. I think that's the OG. Oh yeah, Custiliers with that charge attack are ridiculous. How many? A lot of them have their charge fully charged, by the way. Are they elite? Is he an Imperial? Yes, he is, but they are not yet elite. Getting armor upgrades on them. So the siege begins. I'm not too sure the Custiliers need to be so afraid of pikemen. The first attack gets rid of more than half of the HP of that pikeman. It was 45 when they were released? That's insane. Oh, and yeah, the Lithuanians. Oh, yeah. You like the Lechai, ignoring the armor. You like the winged Hussar. The Lithuanians are a pretty good civilization. And a fun one to watch if they can get all 4 relics. Yeah, Tenchi, I think the Custilier is one of the most underused hit and run units in the game. You know, you have Gebetos, you have Eagles, you have a lot of these units that players use to hit and run. This is the most badass one, but I think it's 40 seconds to recharge. Not the usual 15 or 20. 40 seconds. So you have to hit, and then you have to do a lot of running. By the way, purple and orange are here. Mihai and Samero. At the same time, though, the Viper has punctured through the Slavic base. 2 town centers are now down. 2 are exposed, and red is running away. So he is preemptively running away. He's got a castle. Any boyars? Not at all. No, not at all. Wheelbarrow being researched from the safety of the rear town center. Looks like a couple of Woad Raiders tried to get into here to do some raiding, but the Teuton town center can garrison 25 villagers, which means a lot of extra arrows, which means a lot of dead Woad Raiders. Although if they move outside the radius, not much that he can do. And uh-oh. Our Teuton. It is a job for the Genoese. That's all. Daniel, you're only playing as the Lithuanians. Oh, synchronized attack is the best in this game. Yeah, 40 seconds is really long. But I mean, the charge attack is 21 and then 25, right? So it kind of makes sense. You can't really put it on a 20-second timer when like the Roman +5 is on a 20-second timer, I think. Or who am I thinking of with this 20-second timer? Is it the Urumi or the Romans? I think the Romans. You like the relic boost, yeah? The +4 free attack. Woads are gonna get converted. How many is he gonna get at the end of the day? 1, 2, 3 conversions for all of those monks. Yikes. I mean, look, the Teutonic Halberdier, of all the Halberdiers, should be, I mean, except maybe a few of them. Let's say the Teutonic Halberdier with the extra armor, now that he's Imperial, 2 extra melee armor, should be a decent, not a good unit, but a decent unit to take on the Woad Raider, who attacks on an 18. But, okay, I was just about to say for our Teuton, the better unit here is this guy. Hello. Out comes the green cloaked, black helmeted Teutonic Knight, and down go the Woad Raiders. I don't care. You're not going to survive this battle. Let's see it. Small engagement here. Oh, and hand cannoneers to the back as well. Oh, get the halberdiers out of here. They're just taking up space. Whoa, oh my god, what will happen first? Will the castle fall? Will he clear up? He's bringing 4 villagers, 5, 6 villagers to repair. Is it too little, too late? 500 HP. It's dangling at above 500. Barely. Oh, it's going up to 600. Oh, Mihai is losing too many woads, and now he focuses his attention on the villagers. Teutonic Knights, 5 kills castle. 15 kills. What a boss hold here. What are the upgrades on the Custilier now? Still just the 21, not an elite. And the Viper. The Viper has punctured his way in here, but Cito, our Aztec, is bringing a very slow-moving army. Should he go Arbalest or should he go Autolot Skirmishers? Yeah, he's got Autolot Skirmisher. Look at that range. 9 range, 8 attack on a Skirmisher. And remember, the Janissary technically is an archer unit, so they do bonus damage to them. Nino, I agree. 20 seconds for Custile would be just insane. Yeah, they do have the siege armor at Elos. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you checking. It's not good. It's great. Exactly. Oh my goodness. Plus 30, plus 45 on that. You'd have to be like on a 2-minute delay for that. I mean, the Viper's going to be happy to sit here all day long, sniping as much as he can with these bombards. Does he have artillery? Of course he does. So even with block printing, he outranges these monks by 2. And do they even have block printing? Yes, they do. 70 HP. What's going on here? It looked like those Treb balls were attacking the Woad Raiders for a while. Our Portuguese is adding some cannon galleons, rather a cannon galleon. No more being trained for him. Oh, interesting, Brandon. Very interesting. Yeah, the news we get here in Canada is very strange. It's quite political and tilted a little bit, I would say, the news we get in Canada. Forget the news, though. The Custiliers are absolutely slaughtering these halberdiers. But once their charge attack goes down, that attack lowers to an 11 base plus 4, which is not the greatest, but not the worst. Woad Raiders are here to the back, and the Viper. Okay, holding the line. But this is a lot of skirmishers. This is a lot of skirmishers, and now it looks like our Aztec, he's adding siege engineers. Will he get the conversion? No, he doesn't. But Ocelot, I mean, no trade here is good for the Viper. No trade here is good for the Viper. Skirmishers against Janissaries. He's got 500 gold. Trash for gold is never good. That being said, let's see how well he does. What's going on? Orange is pivoting here. Holy moly, our Saracen. I thought he would go Arbalests. I always think Saracens are going to go Arbalests, but nah. I'm trying to click on these freaking units. 32 kills for 38 of them. 35. Viper is the best player besides Yo. Chester, nice to see you. Woad Raiders are coming. The hand cannoneers are about to get surrounded. Oh, they move to the back of the barracks. I love this. Actually, I don't love it. I can't see half the battle. They're dying to the right. They're dying to the south. Where is that ball coming from? The Portuguese cannon galleon. Trying to help his teammate out as much as possible, but what the heck do you do against this? That was terrible, terrible for those hand cannoneers. Although, never mind, he's got 58 more. Oh, they're blocking their trade route. This is so sour when you get constrained so much. A bunch of feitorias are out for our Portuguese. How many exactly? Okay, just the 2. But this is such a traffic jam. Look at this, Los Angeles over here with this traffic jam. Although, never mind, New York more likely with all these buildings. These hand cannoneers are having a tough time trying to get to the front lines. Holy moly. Our Teuton hand cannoneers as well. I don't know that you're necessarily going to hold all this with just hand cannoneers, as awesome and cool as they are. Yeah, I don't think the Viper's going to hold this on his own as well, but to be honest, 1 versus 1, it all depends on his bombard shots. But I mean, our Portuguese has like nothing. And now the meat shield is here, the pikeman meat shield. Although Blue's army count is not significant. What's his infrastructure like? Sorry, I'm gonna zoom out. Only 7 barracks. How many archery ranges? 7 barracks, 7 archery ranges. So, I mean, not the greatest. But yeah, those skirmishers, especially with Ocelot, they're so freaking good. I mean, they attack on an 8, and then they have all their bonuses. And then on top of that, they have 9 range. going after the villagers. Oh, he's trying to stop the castle from going up. But the Viper's back. He's got 5 more villagers. And oh, look at this. Look at this. Our Slav has woken up from his deep, deep slumber. He's going up to 7 light calves, 6 knights. You have to go, you have to go to LAX. Man, I remember my trip to Los Angeles. One of the funnest trips I've ever had in my life. There's a restaurant in LA that I have been literally dreaming about for the last 15 years. Has it been 15 years? 8 years. Sorry, 8 years. I was thinking of a restaurant in Norway, 15 years. Restaurant. Oh my God, look at how many villagers the Viper is bringing forward. 18 villagers. This castle is definitely going up. Sean, are you familiar with Los Angeles eateries? If I tell you Mendocino Farms? Abdullah, hello, hello. Thanks for joining at 4 in the morning. Oh, and our Slav is back with a vengeance. More and more spamming of the cavalry, just like we saw the Khmer do last game. Where are your farmers, Mr. Slav? Where are his farmers? He's got 45 farmers. Where are they? Okay, they're all here. Remember, they work their farms 15% faster. Demon, hello, hello. And yeah, it looks like the Viper is getting pressed into, but again, he's got a castle up. Oh, the Custodians are engaging into choke points. Teutonic Halberdiers are blocking the path. Hand Cannoneers, only 22 kills, but let's see how well the Woad Raiders can do here. Dum 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 dum. Let's see it. Oh, he's going after it with the bombard. He gets it. Ah, looks like 5 or 6 or 7 units did get pancaked. You're not from around there either. There's a restaurant that I loved called Mendocino Farms. It's like a fast food, like a Subway, but supposedly healthy. Ooh, and our Khmer is now, our Slav rather, is spamming. Why are you spamming Cavaliers? Interesting. Okay, our Slav's trade is ridiculous. He's got 63 villagers on gold. Look at the population of the Slav, 173 villagers and trade carts. That's pretty damn good. And the Viper's army has been whittled down. 10 Janissaries, 4 bombard cannons. Maybe soon 3 bombard cannons. Oh, but the Slav turns around. Mission to get the castle accomplished. Thank you, Gerard. Unless you mean go to Los Angeles, in which case, yes, I cannot wait to go back. Oh man, they've cleared a path through the forest, and this is going to be bad. Our Portuguese, by the way, is starting to mix in his hand cannoneers as well. See how well they can hold here. This is a lot of army, but there's a lot of various alleys and choke points, and there's a lot of gunpowder and castle here. But in comes the Celtic Siege. Not too much he's going to be able to do against that. The Viper's been pushed back. There's only so much a player can do a 1 versus 2 before he finally just gets overwhelmed by numbers alone. And the skirmishers from the Aztec. Oh, now he's losing his stone miners here as well. Okay, so they've reclaimed the Slavic homeland. What does he have to defend against this? Absolutely nothing. And now his army's going to get absolutely wiped out. This is like a Game of Thrones wipeout. And there you go. I mean, there's only so much you can do 1 versus 2. He was holding fine until the against the Aztec rather, but then once the Slav shows up with his cheaper siege and the meat shield of his light cavalry and cavaliers, and not too much the Viper can really do against that. And then they abandon the attack here. All the halberdiers from the Teutons are over here when they should be over here. You thought the Rams were you thought they were drill rams from the Mongol? And now they're in the trade route, which, by the way, as we saw, is completely screwed. There's way too much. Oh, and the hand cannoneers. 58 hand cannoneers. Like I said, you'd think they'd be able to hold, but generally hand cannoneers tend to underperform. Let's see, the Viper 186 Janissaries. Elite Woad Raider from Mihai. Radu, Mihai won his game here. Who was the biggest donor? Not the biggest donation, not the biggest receives. Okay, so decent kill count for the Viper. Of course, the Viper kill count. He killed the Slav, then he took on the Aztec, then he took on the Slav and the Aztec. And who's number 2? It looks like our Celt with all that siege, and our Saracen with the hand cannoneers number 3. Okay. Well, that was a fun game number 2. Custodians are always way too strong. Brandon, you thought Team South? the hammer fell real hard on the Viper. Like I said, there's only so much you can 1 versus 2 in the Age of Empires. It's just a numbers game at the end of the day. What do we have here? Yellow, green, teal, and purple. So now the team names have reversed. So bear with me for 1 second. Ooh, there's a airplane flying over my apartment very low. Okay. ACCM as the Mayans in yellow. Finally, I've been waiting for a while to see the Mayans. Turs this time as the Bohemians in green and teal. The other pocket target as the Ethiopians, also a civil I've been waiting to see. Daniel, our friend from America, as the Malians in purple. He's already pinging over here. He wants to get those boars, wants to wall off and make sure he gets them. Britain's El Matador, always fun to see on Rage Forest. Ganji as the Cumans in his pocket. The other pocket, Raven as the Tatars. And last but not least, Samero as the Lithuanians. Hey, there you go. Daniel, Gerard, we've got the Lithuanians. Let's see where the relics are. There's one near his base. And there's one behind red. One next to gray. And then one over here. I feel like there should be another one. Yeah, there's another one here near the board. So there are 4 in the immediate vicinity. And let's see who's facing off against who. We've got the Lithuanians facing off against the Mayans. Ooh. I mean, I always want to see El Dorado Eagles. Who's kidding who? Yeah, hand cannoneers need a big meat shield. They're so powerful, but they attack so freaking slow. And then over here, we've got the Britons. They're okay against the Malians. Okay. The players leaving a bunch of resources here in the middle. Not really choosing to engage into one another. And over here, the exact opposite. ACCM and Samero are very much engaging into one another. There is only one avenue of attack between them. Whereas to the eastern portion of the map, there's whatever the hell this is. And yet again, let's play Rorschach. This to me looks like a bear. Here's the ear. Here's the snout. Here's the open mouth. It looks like a bear head. Okay. Let me know what that looks like to you. Potentially you like Team North civilizations. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm kind of partial to the Mayans and the Ethiopians and the Malians as well. Although I always have a special place in my heart for the Tatars. And the fact that they made flaming camels trainable out of a siege workshop automatically in Imperial. I love it. I want to see them every single game. Even when they're not viable, even when they're not relevant, I still just want to see them every game. Samero is not letting ACCM have a inch of his real estate here, but ACCM doesn't care. He's already teefed the 3 boars that were here out of the 6. Okay, so mission accomplished. Delaying Blue from getting those, or rather anyone from Team South getting those. Ooh, Lithuanians going down. We've got some trash talk in the chat. For now, the Lithuanian is shooing away the Mayan, who, remember, starts the game with an extra villager. And now all the walls are 50% cheaper from Team North. Ooh, sorry, I don't know why I pivoted away. I wanted to see how well he pulled the boars. Okay, not the cleanest of pulls for ACCM, just one underneath the town center. And that's the one he's not harvesting. And he managed to teeth a couple of sheep as well. So mission very much accomplished here for our Mayan. Although green might have something to say about that. He might want that sheep for himself. Forget my teammate, he says. Never mind, he's sending the sheep to ACCM. To the east. We continue with a nothing. The bear has teeth. Does he? Yeah, here we go. One big lower buck tooth and a little bit of a tongue. This is a French bear. He always bites with tongue. Samero, upset at losing 3 boars, takes his anger out at a tree. Damn you, tree, he says. But maybe that was all a ruse. Maybe they were just getting their pump on before they took on a battle. And now they're attacking it. I'm going to highlight the HPs. Ooh, one blue villager almost at death's door. Ganji is here to help out. But he's brought his Mayan Eagle Scout, has ACCM. Daniel, am I talking to Daniel or to Gerard? It looks like Winnie the Pooh. It does look like Winnie the Pooh, right? It looks like a bear. Okay, I guess we're all suffering from the same whatever it is that makes you see a bear in the forest. Your mom, hello, cocaine French bear. Oh my goodness. He would be sitting at a bistro, people watching, tapping his foot a mile a minute. As a proper Englishman, I've been watching a lot of Jimmy Carr videos lately, so I can say I'm into the mentality of the British. By the way, Brandon, I have taken quite a liking to Noel Fielding's latest TV show, Dick, the completely made up adventures of Dick Turpin. Samero throw? Why do you think Samero throw? Because he's chasing with all the villagers? Oh, I'm still talking to Gerard. Okay, okay. We'll see if your prediction is right. But yeah, I have absolutely loved season 1. I mean, there's only 6 episodes. I wish there were more. I love Noel Fielding. But I really, really like that show. It's so funny. I just died of laughter every single time. Every episode was just funny, funny, funny. I mean, ACCM doesn't really know what he wants to do. He's backing away. He's going forward. He's backing away, going forward. There's a lot of villagers to just have moving around. 8 out of 29 is a good 30-something% of your economy. They're just kind of hanging out. Far right, a monster. Oh, it is a monster. It's a kaiju with the eyeball. It kind of looks like Venom from Marvel with a big open mouth. Oh, demon. Demon, what have you done to us? Got a bit of a chase here as our Cuman scout. By the way, if this scout unit survives to Imperial, it, fun fact, will be the fastest unit in the game. Yeah, okay, I say survive and he immediately dies. Wojciech the Polish artillery bear. I remember we had a whole conversation. Yeah, Tenchi, I agree. Vil fights are just a waste of time. It's a toothless venom, exactly. He doesn't eat teeth. He just swallows like an anaconda. More scouts are being added in from our Bohemian, who's bringing a villager as well. So they're trying to bust their way in. Not too sure why. There's not really a big follow-up here. ACCM, for all of the maneuvering and moving around of his villagers, is still stuck in Dark Age as this big juicy cow lies dead here, even though he managed to get those 3 boars. Ooh, let's see how the Samero pulls them now. Legendary Godzilla. I still need to see Godzilla -1. I've heard so many good things. I've just started Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and I need to see Godzilla -1. Daniel, I was telling Gerard that I was watching Jimmy Carr videos all day today, and that I'm very, very much in love with Noel Fielding's new TV show, Dick, the completely made up adventures of Dick Turpin. Ba ba ba, go the confused stolen sheep from our Bohemian. More attempts to bust into the east. Peace has fallen upon the land. No one's really trying to bust into anywhere. They're just trying to get their butts up to castle, probably Imperial, get those armies up. Everyone's starting to add in more and more town centers. Population, look at the massive army count, 7-2. So even if you bust into here, what the heck are you gonna do with your army? John, thank you very much. I hit it during the live stream on Wednesday, and since then I've oh my god, Daniel, I was I was talking to Daniel Brandon. I meant to be talking to you. I'm so sorry. Why did I think you were Daniel? There's so much. Oh my god, this is how you know I'm exhausted. I am so sorry, Brandon. I meant to tell you that's he's a bit of a bit of a prat. I love him on the way I found both of them is the big fat quiz of everything, which I watch like an addict, like a crack addict. I just watch that all the time. I've heard about the 3-body problem. Everyone's telling me to watch that, and so I for sure will. But yeah, John, sorry. Yes, I did hit 8K. Next target is 10. And then after that, who knows? Maybe 11, maybe 12. You were, exactly, you were 7999. I remember. Yeah, needless. I'm happy that there's people who enjoy. Shogun is also on my list to watch. Hiroyuki Sanada, anything he's in is a definite consideration for me to watch. By the way, our Lithuanian still in feudal age. Oh no. Now he's dealing with a bit of a scout incursion, trying to keep the mangonels alive. I mean, look, mangonels against scouts, and your mangonels survived. Look at our Lithuanian being a pal, trying to repair the mangoes. And he got the monk. What amazing attack rounds from our Tatar. He's not the Koreans with 1 minimum range. That was a pretty crazy fight there from our Tatar, but he did not manage to stop it. And so Samero, still 33 seconds away from Castle Age, has to get the hell out of here. Attack rounds in return from green. Yeah, Daniel, I'm so sorry. I don't know, I had a complete brain fart, as you guys know, sometimes even in my videos. I call the wrong players, I call the wrong units. Sometimes it happens. Samero, hello, wake up. I completely had a brain fart. But yeah. Jimmy Carr and his tax evasion are always fun. With that weird inhale laugh of his. Ooh, red is on the hunt. That the Tatar wants this villager. Villager doesn't see who's hunting him. Doesn't know that there's an army chasing him. Blue doesn't know where. If he was a Frankish knight, he would have 2 extra line of sight. Oh, but he discovers him. What luck. What fantastic luck there for our Lithuanian. Who, does he have a monastery? I heard a monk trying to convert, but no, it's a green monk. To the east, still nothing happening. What are these players waiting for? Okay. Very, very, very defensive castle out of our Malian. Okay. So he just wants to set up a bit of a colony here to get the stone and the gold. To the west is where all the action is. The whole family's listening on Bluetooth. That happens to me all the time. My mother-in-law always calls my wife, and it always goes to the Bluetooth in the Toyota. That's funny. They must be thinking, what the hell? What the heck is going on here? I'm trying to keep it PG-13 in case they're still listening. I said heck. What the heck is going on here? What's going on here is that blue and red have held off this green attack. Now they're pushing back with castles and mangonels. And yeah, you're absolutely right, Tenchi. They are booming with 4 Britain town centers, but it's a risky boom. You never know when your opponent's gonna show up at your front door. Although no one's really in Imperial. The first to Imperial looks like will be our Ethiopian, who has saturated his lake with 39 fishing ships. Okay. 39 fishing ships, 3 town centers. Oh, but look at that. Not that many villagers. Doesn't really need them, I guess, with all the docks and the fishing ships. Ooh, I think I saw Elatus. Yeah, I saw Elatus. Does he have a monastery? Oh, come on, get a monastery if you're gonna get Lechai. Do you have the wood? No, Samara doesn't have the wood for it. Remember, Lithuanian monasteries do work a little bit faster, so you can't start pumping out monks much quicker. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You never know when your opponent is just going to show up at your front door. He sees the castle, he sees the petards, he sees all of it. And our Britain is building a castle over here. Yeah, here we go. Gray is going to probably create some kind of wall off, a secondary, tertiary wall off. Yeah, it was definitely a Malian British. Ooh, interesting choice. This is actually with 1 siege workshop. I'm surprised it's not a market. Although I guess our Cuban wants to get some of that amazing Cuban siege out. Okay, I definitely am gonna check out 3 body problem. Again, I've seen so many reviews and recommendations, and from people I know as well. So definitely gonna check that out. Green. Spearman abusing the lack of murder holes because of course. And let's see it. What's our Britain up to? Where are those longbows? Where are those arbalests? Where's anything with range? Anything with a bow and arrow? No, usually just going villagers. And our Cuban? Okay. Ooh, does got a scout. This is like the theme of this game so far is scouts dying to mangonels, which is not very usual. Ooh, but our Cuban is going to be an Imperial, the first on his team in 4 seconds. And once he gets there, what's he going to do? More mangonels, a castle. Our Britain is an Imperial in 50 seconds. There are those longbows. So purple had some momentum, some initiative, and now he's kind of stalled, attacking a bunch of houses. And now all of a sudden we've done a topsy-turvy. The western portion of the map is completely quiet. The eastern portion of the map has all of a sudden been engulfed in the flames of war. I say that, but then immediately, of course, our Malian walls this away. So never mind, no war yet. Civilian populations are growing, army counts are growing, more players for Team North are heading up to Imperial. Paladin, hopefully, for our Cuman. Always love to see the Cuman Paladin as blue and red also now head up to Imperial. I have to see blue again. Do you have a monastery? No. Yeah, I really hope we get to see a lot of longbows. They are taking a big risk. Where's the villager to build this gate? I like that he's using the range, by the way. What's the range on them now? 9. But this is a bunch of Malian units. Remember, everything that comes out of a Malian barracks comes with extra pierce armor. No, sorry, this is Ethiopian. I did it again. Never mind, this is just a basic halberdier. And so they're going to melt to these 2 castles. But the castles are going to melt to these 2 trebs. And all of a sudden, we've got action all over the place as the Cuban says, you know what, it's too long to go around. So I'm just going to cut a path through the forest. I'm going to reinforce you this way. Bombard cannons are going to add some DPS as well. Some Britain trebs. I can't imagine he's got Warwolf. There's the Paladin upgrade for our Cuman, who's going up to 12. Let's see quickly what's going on this side of the map. A whole bunch of nothing. We are building up armies on the left, but to the right, silence for so long. All of a sudden erupts. Britain castle down, Britain trebs down, Cuman Paladin still a minute 40 seconds away. So unfortunately, Abdullah, I don't think we're gonna get to see longbows for very much longer. How many archery ranges does our Britain have? Only 7. This is what upsets me about Rage Force sometimes is that the players had 31 minutes, let's say 30 minutes, 28 minutes of complete booming, and he's got 7 archery ranges. Another castle falls, and now the Ethiopian siege is here. Not too much he's going to be able to do. Does he have torsion? No torsion engine on these guys just yet. The Cuban is here. Actually, did he just get torsion engines? Yeah, he did. That blast width just went from half a tile to 1 full tile. Yeah, Orange is going to be in some serious trouble, although our Cuban paladins show up just in the nick of time. I don't think, but let's see if Blue has seen the relic. I mean, sorry, yes he has, because Rage Force has played on Explored. And here we go, plumed archers, some Bohemian gunpowder. Are they going to be Hafnitzas? Not anytime soon. I like that Orange has walled himself off here to the back. Teal is taking care of some lumber camps. Okay. I mean, this is a pretty hard combo to push into. Human paladins, what are the upgrades on them? Ooh, not quite fully upgraded just yet. 10 range arbalests. Oh, but they're just dying. These torsion engines, Ethiopian bombard cannons are just next level. Gray is pinging over here. He wants, I guess, markets to be placed down. Our Lithuanian is going skirmisher. They do move faster. Does he have, what's the name of the upgrade? Oh, I always forget if it's tower shields or hill forts. I'm assuming tower shields, since it adds... There it is. Actually, wait a second. No, never mind. I thought he had tower shields for a second. Bloomed archers are going to die to this, so I don't know what Yellow's planning on doing here. He's got 10 more ACCM. A couple of forward castles. Not the greatest location for a castle, right in the choke point. And our Tatar has cut a path through the forest. And now a whole bunch of these halberdiers, they're moving. Where are they moving to? Oh, they surround the Keshik. What will get the first hit? The onagers against the halberdiers, or the bombard cannon against the onagers? For now, they're hunting each other. Hunting the greatest game of all, man. Thorfinn, I believe the difference between Black Forest and Rage Forest is in... Oh, he converts the onager. The onager kills a bunch of skirmishers. Rage Forest has an equal distribution of lakes, I believe, is the only difference. And then Rage Forest 4 compared to Rage Forest 5. Rage Forest 5, I believe, has different terrain and a lot more open spaces. So it's kind of like a hybrid of sometimes Amazon Tunnel and Arabia and Rage Forest. This is so annoying, by the way, having to go around these green walls. Let's see what's happening over here. Paladin count has been thinned out to 15. Arbalests, though, there's a lot of them. 33, 38 kills. If they could deal with the Ethiopian siege, they would be in a good spot, but I don't know how they're going to be able to do that. Although the Ethiopian siege underperforming a little bit. Only 6 kills. Thorfinn, I think that's the main difference. I don't know if there are. I always say I mean to look it up, and then I never do. I just get caught up in the pretty units, you know? Onagers trying to take down a few of these halberdiers before they can close in on the paladins, but leave that to the arbalests. You focus on purple. Oh, they move so damn fast, those gabetos. Oh, another shitty attack round. Another sniped onager. See what's going on up here. Our Keshik Lithuanian force. Our Lithuanian has 2 Lechai. Are they still inside the castle? No, they're not. Let's see their upgrades. 0. So he's going supporting unit for our Tatar. Okay. I mean, I guess. Now he's got tower shields. Look at that armor on the freaking skirmisher. 10 pierce armor. Isn't that bonkers? That's Huskarl. That's Rattan Archer level. And that is definitely kill your plumed archer level armor. Although if he's stuck on move command, maybe not. The plumes are pretty damn weak. I think their base attack is a 5. It's their speed and their HP that's their big selling point. Even a castle is going to have a tough time taking down 10 freaking pierce armor. And our Lithuanian doesn't care. Tatar is chasing trade carts. Another trade card. Another... Uh-oh. The trade for our Ethiopian is now in jeopardy, but it looks like teal and purple have crushed through the Britain Cuman defenses. Our Cuman is now going 35 light cavalry units. Our Britain desperation charge wants to close in on the bombards. Instead, he gets a whole bunch of Kapingas to the face. 43 kills for them. Arbalest hanging back. So one team is having their trade pushed into here. Another team is having their trade pushed into here. And we're in the classic yin-yang scenario. Look at the army counts. Identical. Civilian population going a little bit to Team South. Brandon, I'm telling you, today it's like American Psycho here at this live stream. Everyone's confusing everyone. There's the Hafnitsa upgrade. There's Wagenburg tactics. These 12 bombard cannons, I have to see them turn into Hafnitsas that move 15% faster. Although, wait a second, I hope there's some left. 18, 17, 16. We're counting down. That upgrade is so ludicrously expensive, more expensive than going up to Imperial. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. New helmet, who dis? Says Green as he begins shelling away at these skirmishers. Bombard cannons galore as well. How many kills for you? From 6 to 52. Damn. Oh, Brandon, I don't think Britannia is going to be ruling anything by the end of this game. El Matador has been pushed into this corner. Look at this. Look at this jumble. This confusing mess of humanity. Trying to run away, trying to jack their wood, but no space for them to jack. Oh, our Cuman with the mobility. The Gebetos are out of position. They're not protecting, but there's so many halberdiers. How many will he get at the end of the day? Will he even get this one? He does get it, and then they almost... Oh, he's got one more. No, it dies before he can get another attack off. That was a fancy maneuver there out of gray, by the way. Plumes are trying to take down Keshiks. Skirmishers have inserted themselves everywhere. All of the Hafnitsas are dead, by the way. And so he's training 3 more. It looks like our mine is getting pressed into. What is happening this game? Look at the freaking scores on the right side of your screen. Let me put it where it's more visible. 12-9 to 12-7. These teams are literally 1% apart in score. Isn't that crazy? Ooh, our Cuman. No one is researching any upgrades except our Cuman, who's going up to Siege Onager. Flattened. Okay, so now the Paladins have a lot of space to operate. Gebetos are trying to chase these Arbalests. They suffer from the same annoying fate that all ranged melee units do, which is they miss. Apparently they miss a lot of the time. Like these trade carts. Look at the miss. Look at the miss. The Mamelukes are the same way. The throwing axemen are the same way. It's such an annoying feature of the ranged melee unit that unless you're moving directly to it or from it in a straight line, it tends to miss so often. Oh, Daniel, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you, Gerard. Although I hope Gerard is in bed by now. It's already almost 10 o'clock, although I shouldn't say that. It's 10 o'clock here. Maybe not 10 o'clock where you are. So I take that back. Keshiks are running amok. There's 49 of them. They tinkle and generate gold every time they attack a unit. It's not like the Viking chieftain upgrade where they actually have to kill a unit. Here they just need to attack a unit and they generate gold. K Mali. Let's take a look at the top scores between yellow and blue. Yellow and blue? Are you watching the current game that we're watching? All right, fair enough, Daniel. Okay. I've forgotten what it's like to have a... Actually, I've never known what it's like to have a 9-year-old. In 8 years, I'll find out, but I forgot that the bedtime is is more normal. Hey, Mally, are you watching this game? Blue and yellow don't have any... their scores are nowhere close, and they're not the top either. Maybe you're watching last game. Or the game before that. Oh, you did the team colors. Okay, yeah, the scores, I'm telling you, the scores are so ridiculously. Now they're 3% apart. It's just a testament to how incredible these players are at just absolutely trying to kill each other. And how amazing that Rage Forest 5 tournament is going to be. And it just highlights the importance of me getting my butt in line and getting my software up and running so that I can actually cast it live all day, every day. What's happening here? Our Malian is cementing control over the former British base. Mansa Musa says, "You think the British crown is rich? Let me show you a thing or two," as he takes over the English homeland. Now the English have been pushed back to the rear of the Cuban base. So not exactly the most historically accurate of situations. But on the whole, still pretty damn fun. Oh, now the scores are... Pardon me, the scores are starting to widen. Now it's 1,000 points different. Now it's like 6% difference in score. No, the trade cards. The poor yakety yaks with their big sacks carrying 79 gold. Oh, but some of them survive. Okay. There's 2 big Bohemian castles up and running. So these skirmishers, even with 10 Pierce armor, need to be careful. Now, plumed archers. I feel like the plumes have underperformed this game, but now that I look at their kill count, 56 kills. I guess I just haven't been paying attention to them. I've been so focused on the Gebetos with their 19 kills. Silly caster. Edelweiss soft for Rimba. Let's take a look at what our Malian is. What is our Malian training? Light cap for Rimba with a 14 attack. Pretty damn strong attack. Let's see it take on these Arbalests, which it looks like that's what he wants to do. Leave the paladins in the alley to the Ethiopian halberdiers who are streaming in. By the way, the Britain still has a castle. What he doesn't have is any kind of military industrial complex to speak of. He's training 2 Arbalests at a time. Okay, he's actually rebuilt it back here. The boy won't sleep while I'm streaming. Exactly. We always need fresh blood in this game. I mean, look, 9 is is young for video games, but there's a lot of up and coming players in a lot of RTS games. Gookie, for example, is 15 years old, and she won the Queen's Clash against Gabby, who is one of the most aggressive players I have ever seen in my life. And then you have what's his name? Gookie's incredible. I'm gonna be casting a lot of her games moving forward with the Rising Stars series that I have planned. Thorfinn, I'm not too sure. People always ask me randomly about the team colors. I'm not too sure why they are certain colors the way they are. But what's the name of the in StarCraft? The oh my god, that young player. What is his name? From Mexico, I think. Oh my goodness. I can see his face in my mind. I just forget his name, but he's also incredibly young. So I'm glad that there's a new generation involved in the RTS theme. Maduba, nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you right at the... No, needless to you. This is for StarCraft. Oh, 1 sec. Let me try to remember his name. Let's take a look at the stats. Holy shit, 381. Rainer is his name. I think he's also like 18 years old or something, and he is just taking StarCraft by storm. So I'm very glad to see that there's a new generation of young players. I don't know why I closed that. 240 Gabetos, 381 skirmishers. Holy moly, biggest donor, 12,000 from the Cumin, going straight to the Briton who used it for I don't know what. Yeah, Hera was also, first of all, Hera is still very young. I think he's like half my age. But Hera was also very young when he started. Our Lithuanian with those skirmishers, 660 kills, also killed the most and lost the least. So fantastic there by our Lithuanian. And that just goes to show you the power of the tower shields upgrade. No wonder he went full on skirmisher. 94 skirmishers, 224 kills. Wow. Yikes. Mamma mia, as I said. More dead trade. How many of those are trade cards? 130 economy. Wow. And by the way, I didn't even notice this. So much back and forth. Who did this? Did Gray do this? No, it kind of based on the way it looks like Team South did this because they added this part. Although they added this part poorly because there's still 3 trees here. Okay, little belt of trees, but wow. I want to see how much gold generated for our Tatar. Where are you, Mr. Tatar? Where's your gold? Only... Actually, never mind. That's the second highest in the game. I think that includes all the Kesha gold. Although there should be a statistic in Capture Age that tells you how much gold they've generated for these units, the Viking infantry and the Tatar, the Keshik. But everyone, thank you so much for joining. I think 3 games is where we're going to call it. I've been calling people by the wrong name, units by the wrong name. I'm exhausted as well. And I appreciate everyone for joining, for commenting, for participating. And if you're just lurking in the background, please do drop a hello, a goodbye, I guess in this case. Hit that like button. Do help me out with the algorithm. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. Go ahead and subscribe. And last but not least, Gerard, have the happiest of birthdays. Hopefully your 9 is an amazing, amazing year for you. And hopefully your dad lets you play Age of Empires, but you don't always have to play Lithuanians like him. So there you go. Everyone, have a fantastic night. Thanks for joining. I'll see you all hopefully obviously next week, but maybe sooner. We'll see. Take care. Bye. Oh, Sean, sorry. I just saw that super chat. Thank you so much. Maduban spamming the heart button. Sean, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Guys, all of the super chats tonight have been incredible. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm honestly, I'm humbled. I'm glad you enjoy the content to that degree. And yeah, I'm going to leave before I start crying. And probably don't tell my wife I'm going to go order some Taco Bell. Unless she's listening to this, in which case I'm just kidding, but I'm not really kidding. Good night, everybody.